Hello and welcome back to Diary of My Frugal Life. Today is Friday the 20th of December and I am making a new video for you. So I hope you enjoy. I am making a Portuguese version of rice pudding, Arroz Doce. It's a little bit different from the British version. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. There are many different ways to make it in Portugal. I'm not really familiar with the British way. However, I know it looks different. Probably tastes different. I don't know because I don't appreciate either. So but I know my son likes it and I'm making it for him because I know he's going to enjoy it this Christmas. So let's make some rice pudding. I'm boiling some water in my kettle, so I'm going to start warming up the milk as well. I've got 300 milliliters of milk here and I'm going to start warming it up. Now in a different pan I am going to add some boiling water. I've got half a cup of rice, so I am going to add 2 cups of water. I'm also going to add a cinnamon stick in there. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. And I've got some lemon peel. And now I'm going to add my rice. And I'm going to allow the rice to cook for about 15 minutes. I'm now going to add some butter. I've got 15 grams of butter as well, and I'm going to add it there. So be careful at this point because you don't want the rice to stick to the bottom of the pan. So yeah, stir it is actually fine. We just need to allow it to cook for a little bit longer before we start adding the milk. The rice has cooked for 15 minutes and you can see it absorbs all the water. So now it's time to start adding the warm milk. Now we're going to do it a little bit slowly to ensure that the rice will take up the milk and helps with being very creamy. I should have a better spoon to do this. I don't. It's so creamy, so nice and creamy. Just need a better spoon. Now I am making a very small quantity because this is just for my son. But it's like I can make it, I prefer to make it more often if it's needed than a big quantity. But yeah, I know he's gonna enjoy this. Look at the creamy. It's so creamy. Wow. Just be very careful so the rice doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. This is a crucial time for that, and you don't want to ruin your rice pudding. Beautiful. I don't like to eat it, but I can see that it looks great, looks amazing. That I can see. Okay. Now that we incorporated all the milk into the rice, we can get our sugar. And we're going to add the sugar to the pan. I've got 200 grams of sugar. We're going to allow the rice pudding to simmer so all the sugar can be dissolved. In the meantime, I already separate 2 egg yolks, and I kept the whites in a little Tupperware, and I am going to use it probably for an omelette or something tomorrow, so it's in the fridge. And now I need to beat these 2 yolks. Let's make sure the rice pudding is not sticking to the pan. Give it a little bit of a stir, making sure it's well incorporated. I turned off the heat, however it's still simmering away, and now it's time to take the lemon peel that in the meantime it kind of broke. So just make sure you take everything, and the cinnamon stick. And now is the time to start adding the egg yolks. Now, I am not going to add the egg yolks straight to the pan because this is very hot and would make a scramble. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of the rice pudding and I'm going to start mixing it with the egg yolks so it comes to the same temperature without making a scrambled egg, and then we can mix everything together. I'm going to add a little bit more. Making sure you're not making scramble, because who wants scrambled eggs in the right pudding? So now we can start adding these. So you got all this creaminess, and making sure it's not stick to the bottom, but also the egg yolk is actually cooked. You can see from the pan, nothing stuck to the pan, what was great. Now, the rice pudding needs to set and needs to cool down, and after that I will decorate it with some cinnamon powder, and then it will be ready to eat. Okay, to accelerate the setting process, I put the rice pudding in the fridge for a few hours, and now I am going to decorate with ground cinnamon. So that's the one I've got, because I'm going to use this stencil. Of course you don't have to use a stencil, but I want to because I want to make it very Christmassy. And now I'm just going to, oh, this spoon doesn't work. Okay, let's put with the hand. What I needed was like a jar that had like the same as these, okay, because this is very easy to use the stencil on. Now, because I'm using with the chocolate, I couldn't use it with the cinnamon. Looks alright. Could be a little bit better, but well, it is what it is. Now I'm just going to add some around. course you can decorate as you want. You know, the decoration is up to you, how you decorate. Okay, and then it will be ready to be tasted. Looks beautiful and I'm really proud. I hope you have enjoyed this video and this recipe, and I hope to see you very, very soon.